God, you and Simon Wilson are such full of nonsense. You
I haven't said a word yet.
You go, yes, you have.
Well,
You started off this thing with a tissue of lies. You go back and you look at the way that the Democrats have characterized Donald Trump over the last 3 or 4 years. Joe Biden started his presidency with the idea that he had to get involved because Donald Trump said.
Do we remember the whole pedophiles in the bottom of the pizza basement? You know, like this is the thing I'm saying. It's so far and away more on the right than the left. And because this event has happened to Trump, the right are able to use it, they think, to paint the left as the ones who are more unhinged and violent. And it's not the case. It's not the case.
Said that there were good people on both sides creating the lie that Donald Trump was there defending neo-Nazis when he wasn't. He was defending those people who wanted to defend the Confederate statues. They go around and saying that Donald
otherwise
Trump
known
is
as
democracy and he must be stopped at all sides. Donald Trump said that there would be a bloodbath and that was deliberately misconstrued to say that if he wasn't re-elected there would be a bloodbath, when any objective reading of what he was said is Donald Trump was talking about the automotive industry. He was talking about economic carnage. There was recently an image of Donald Trump and Adolf Hitler's face merged.
But that's so stupid, because when Biden was talking about putting a bullseye in him, he was so obviously not talking about a gun, yet they're using that as Biden, do you denounce those sayings? So what he's saying is Trump's allowed to use, metaphor and stuff that sounds violent, but it's not. But when Biden doesn't even do it, he's now getting chastised for it. So actually, he's undermining his own argument here on some level.
I think it was on the New Republic or some other such publication. The Democrats in the United States have been pushing a narrative for months, if not years, that Donald Trump is an existential threat to democracy. They have raised the level of discourse.
Which he is. He is.
Course in that country. Now, that doesn't mean that the Democrats are responsible, but to go around.
I love it how he goes round and he's, like you say, Chewy, he's walking right up to that line, making sure everyone's aware. We can, if we want to, we can blame the Democrats. But no, we're not saying we blame the Democrats, but they did all these things that caused this problem. But we're not blaming them, but they did all these things that could have but we're not blaming them. It's so disingenuous. This is why I said to Bomber today, Damien Grant for the left is just the gift that keeps on giving and giving and giving.
And claim, Mr. Wilson, that somehow this was a fault of the Republicans, that they are somehow hypocritical, is absolute nonsense.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on what? Go on, come on what? And what? And what have I said? And what have I said?
His insurrection of the 6th.
And what have I said?
His call for the vermin, the feral, the communists.
And what have I just said? And the list of things. I'm not here defending the Republicans. I am saying that.
Well, you basically are. You might not want to look like you are, but you are.
You cannot turn around and denounce the Republicans of hypocrisy when you blatantly ignore the stuff and the lies that have been said on your side.
Have we done an insurrection? Did we launch an insurrection on January the 6th?
You go around and you claim on this very podcast...
He is a fascist. He's an orange fascist. And he is. Because what they want to do with Project 2025 is to take over every arm and every branch of the bureaucratic establishment.
What is a fascist?
It's a cult. It's a cult. It's a cult.
Define what are the economic...
right-wing cult. A right-wing cult.
What is the economic characteristics of fascism?
National socialism.
Exactly. And what is the second word of that? Socialism. If you want to define fascism,
dummy.
I know.
Oh,
he keeps on giving.
He
keeps on giving.
Driving the organs of the government. Donald Trump is not a fascist, and you are spreading lies.
He is. Follow-up question.
You are part of the problem.
In January...
There you go. And sorry, I cut that bit off. Bomber, that's where Bomber goes, you're a part of the problem. Bomber's like, oh yeah, so I loaded the gun. I see something like that. So it's just, I mean, so if it's true, so this is the other thing. If some of the things that people are saying are true, authoritarian, be a dictator for a day, fascistic, underleanings, admiring all the authoritarians around the world, right? If all those things are true and people are saying it about Donald Trump, and then an unhinged person uses those things being said about Trump to commit a horrendous act, okay, we'll leave that there. What about all the things that the right say about the left that aren't true? Pedophiles, drinking babies' blood, basement of pizzerias, Pizzagate, baby killers, murderers, evil. And that leads to someone like Paul Pelosi being attacked with a hammer based on things that aren't true. I'm not stupid enough to fall for this, Chewy. You're not stupid enough to fall for this. I suspect no one watching is stupid enough to fall for this. The question is there enough people out there who are stupid enough to fall for this that'll drive their vote to Donald Trump, in America, that is?
Damien Grant, twice convicted fraudster, is not a student of history. Like, he might cry out, like, I love it when they go full debate club. Define fascism for me. Define fascism for me. It's authoritarian leadership. It's generally aimed towards a one-party state with full control over the media, over industry. They tend to focus power into a few corporations or a few organizations. And I think if you look at fascist leaders of the past, and this is why that comparison gets made, I personally wouldn't lump Trump with Hitler, but I'd very much lump him with Benito Mussolini. There's a lot of parallels there.